watch out for all surprises. Vibes is good and bad, but nothing entices.
Another one day in the night, let me paint the view, color time with my life. For every moment share with you, not in the day, and never fully gone. Going to be back again until the coming over down.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side for good luck. For the nights like this, put your hands up, love the moment even from dusk. Yo, you always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that. No, it's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night.
All right. My water bottle's covering the camera. Whoopsies. Hold up. Let me fix my hair. Get it to how I would rather have it. Muted? No, I'm not muted. It shows that that it's picking up my voice. But also, I'll do the Funny Mike Redemption. Hold up, which was the volume warning.
Are you muted?
Noise the Celeste? Yeah, that's what this game is. Got a crazy update. So how's it going, Dank and Axe? It still says multiverses. Oh fuck, I forgot to change the category on Twitch. Change it on YouTube. Change category. I got it. I changed it. Multi-streaming has me for boring things. Alright, so we were basically running into Act 3 last time. Like, we beat Ketherick. And all that jazz. All those shenanigans. Shenanigans. Let's set my phone over here. The last act of the game, gamers.
Are you know, dead?
I am not a skeleton.
I haven't technically
Best
walked
be
in
my
Act
way
3 yet, but I'm basically
Undead,
there.
neither alive
I don't get it.
nor living. Thou wilt.
Well, well, well.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Let's get out of camp. Also, Max, what the fuck is an act category? An act category?
What was it like in there?
In the curse. More horrible than you can imagine.
Try me.
Don't waste a step.
Honestly, I can just get rid of one of my spell slots for a sorcery point. That way I can just cast 2 bonus action Eldritch Blasts whenever I want. When you get to Act 4.
You're here. Good. That's good.
Are you alright?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Mauler's still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Always watching over me, somehow you make me feel invisible.
I'm sure they appreciate it.
Maybe.
I'm using as a bard to get
I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing.
That's cool to know.
I need another
actually.
bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I'm worried what I might do to my allies.
Whatever you might do to one cannot be worse than what the Chosen will unleash on all. And you are the one who could prevent it. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Put an end to my balls. Please don't actually. Well, hold on, actually, the place where we get out. Yeah, that's right over there. Crest and the Mercolite Necromancer patched you together and you were a tadpoled wreck down in this flesh pit. Nearly dead, head half caved in. She said you were the first ever tadpoling victim. You're either 1 in a million unlucky, or someone hated those stinking guts of yours to do such filthy work. Bloody vengeance seems appropriate. Alright. That's the only quest I haven't seen before, isn't it? So let's just head northwest. Dragavajamamos. That's me. What's up, FaZe? How's it hanging?
No turning back once we start down that road. The psionic detector. Get Yankee alerted.
Yes, they
Warlock
were.
has failed to kill you. I will not make the same mistake.
Channel? I don't think so, because I would see that in the mod actions. Which I can't move it for 2 days. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think there's something in your thing's messed up.
Hunger for the slaughter.
Yeah, well, that was some bullshit. I crit it again anyway. To that channel. Main error loading clip. Yeah, I have no idea. Because nobody's messed with your ability to make clips. Not here anyway.
Focus, strike true.
Another Shankrone tied for clip of the year, and I can't even flip it.
They'll take the artifact for my queen.
Hit you in your single Eldritch Blast.
Healing.
Am I even able to drop my weapon?
Hells. I need to hold on.
Come on, Karlak. Show him who you are.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Both gone for good.
There's blood in the air.
Fuck, hold on.
No choice but to keep going.
Oh, it's not where I wanted.
Let's have some courage.
Gets ambushed, dragon gun. True. A dragon gun moment for sure. Damn, they really just shit on the stone.
Onward.
Jimmy on the go.
No way you think that's actually doing anything. Okay, that's bullshit.
My little trick.
I won't give in.
Oh, I already used my bonus.
That's macabre.
Oh, he doesn't even have an action. Okay. He ran away.
On the move.
Blood comes easy these days.
I miss this.
Can I not equip it? Oh my god.
Yes, here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have an action. These pussies keep running away. Might as well just keep the starring down.
Moving.
No. Best be on my way.
Yeah, this is bitch.
Go for the throat.
He's just never gonna succeed.
strike true.
Survival is all that matters.
Sorlock detector alerted us to the attack. Looks like Voss was good for his word. What a day. Time to get going. Touch me.
I've got a long road ahead. Light on my feet. No traps, please.
Okay, having free telekinesis is cool, but I like having the extra AC for my gloves right now. I think these have to sell though. Send all of the camp supplies to camp.
Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us. Looks like an
Our
army
happy
marched
asses
through
out.
here.
A private word would be nice.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him?
The tadpole, the absolute. How?
Don't know how this plot fits together yet. We will stop him.
I was his bodyguard. I looked after him with my life. I trusted him more than anything. He gave me away to Zariel just for kicks. He ruined my life just when it was starting. And now he'll use up the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him!
Alright, Gorlak. We'll do it together. Whatever it takes.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
I can feel it. The engine. It's getting hotter, louder. It's going to blow if we don't find another way to fix it. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about.
That is true.
Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
Alright, Karlak, let's get there. Anybody else have anything to say? No more exclamation points? Oh wait, no. Damn Aelin.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman, one who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
Spear of Night. Thought that was cast into the Shadowfell.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Sure, I'll give this to Shadowheart. It's the weapon that makes the most sense for her to hold lore-wise, so... I'll give the Blood of Lathander to Minthara. We're not gonna use Minthara, but... it'd be cool for her to have at least. I thought it was a long rest. That's all I can really do here.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Whatever you must do, I'll be by your side.
Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
And what's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
I nearly did something terrible to you once. I'm afraid I won't be able to stop myself next time.
I've seen your resolve. Whatever is trying to control you, you're stronger.
I want to talk about what happened with Lae'zel.
We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now.
Can we? That's good. I'd rather keep things friendly between all of us.
You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes.
I want to talk about our relationship.
Of course.
Admit it, you've never had a relationship quite like this one, have you?
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
All right.
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us. They will emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, what were you before you were this?
Yeah, there's no more exclamation points. Let's get out of here. Let's be on our way.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Look at that.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
Oh.
They live.
New dialogue.
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
More Dark Urge lore. I like it. I like it. Like 2 extra lines of dialogue are enough to make me happy.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Moving ahead.
Damn, dude, how many camp supplies are we gonna use just getting attack 3?
I'll take that.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Selûne cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Now that we're traveling together, I realize I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
Is it true that you fought the Dead 3 before?
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
You're not that old, are you?
I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old.
I wanted to ask you something. You mentioned you know something of Illithids.
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
It's different this time. The Elder Brain is the slave itself.
Do not be moved to pity. It is a predator pinned in a trap. And if it wriggles free, you'll find it still has teeth.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure. But her path will be easier with our support.
I'm glad we have Jaheira traveling with us. Did you know her from before?
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
You seem to admire her greatly.
There is much to admire, judging by the stories. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
How am I holding up in your estimations?
Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose.
I feel like I haven't gotten to know you properly yet.
What would you like to know?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're quite large for an elf.
I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now.
Any idea how that came about?
Who's to say? Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened.
How'd you come to be a druid?
I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Daniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector.
Do you have people out there somewhere? Family, friends, a lover, perhaps?
You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in high forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The grove became my family, with Sylvanus as my teacher. And now I have you.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable.
Tell me something about yourself that I wouldn't even think to ask.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey.
Whittling? What do you make?
Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks.
I love that. So you turn into a bear and you like honey. A little on the nose.
I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected.
As you mentioned it, how old are you anyways?
350 years young. I've been privileged to watch saplings grow into mighty boughs.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks.
I live in mortal fear of krakens, though I've never actually seen one.
Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand. But as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe.
That's enough for now.
Anytime.
That was a good conversation. I love learning about the party members. Especially the ones I don't use as often. Someone I can still wishes to speak to me. Ooh, there's no exclamation points. Withers is all the way over here. Oh,
maybe it'll bring us closer.
Probably gonna talk about the brain.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
You seem in a good mood. I thought you might be more subdued after coming close to blowing up.
Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Back up a little. Why is this crown so important all of a sudden?
That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Sounds like an excellent idea.
The only kind I have? Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Now at long rest.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. And what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you even have a say in what you do? Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
I'll find a way to rid myself of these disturbing impulses.
Even as you utter the words to yourself, you know it is but an intention. And these dark desires of yours have little regard for your intentions. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
Thank you.
We're under attack. Help me.
Don't linger. All right.
That thing's not going to hold together much longer.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Let's go.
Delicious. I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Down the hatch.
Let's turn someone inside out. Into the shadows.
I didn't even look at the bar right there. I thought you did.
Got to press on.
Time to press ahead.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry. I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Let's get on with it. I'll go this way.
Don't be shy.
Well, hello. One moment.
is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
What do you need me to do?
The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault, but with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
I want no part in the slaughter of innocents.
Do not be driven by fear. Trust me now, and I promise you will have all the answers you seek. Now, help me.
Okay, how do I help?
The Guard. Destroy the Guard. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now! Together, we can turn the tide.
Guess.
I'm at the charm.
Have to keep going.
Smell blood. I've got it.
Honor Guard. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
Thank you for saving me.
If I'd known you would be so open-minded, I would have saved myself a lot of effort. But I'm glad you're not here to judge. I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my own city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stillmain. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course, they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
The Githyanki and the Sphere. Sphere. Who is it?
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elitid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blacketh declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blacketh wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Was it you or Orpheus that Blacketh wanted us to kill when she ordered us inside the prison?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blacketh was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blacketh will be finished.
Are you imprisoned here too?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
And what happens if we free Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me.
The more I talk to you, the less you seem like a mind flayer.
I appreciate that. But this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change.
I'm trying to avoid becoming a mind flayer. Thought you agreed to protect me.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
You can evolve me, why can't you stop ceremorphosis altogether?
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
What would that entail?
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Sure.
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand.
Eat the gummy worm.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
No time to rest. Can't slow down.
I'll go for it.
Something good here, I hope.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
These illicit powers were developed. What do you make of them?
On one hand, they seem useful. I never expected ceremorphosis to be tempting. I think it's been known to happen.
Of course.
I thought you'd never ask.
How are you?
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise. We've had... Still, it seems keen to be an ally in its own way. Compared to what we're up against, of course.
How are you faring?
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I
Okay,
need
well,
to
that's the
save...
exact same conversation.
Already feeling better.
What's on your mind?
So you had a friend in Avernus. You never said.
You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends.
She gave you a note. What did it say?
Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious.
You do have real friends now, though. Me, for one.
Thank the gods. And I do, every day.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least my lack of tentacles. I'm not sure what's next for you.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the astral.
Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No.
I wasn't gonna ask you to use it.
Good. I wouldn't have anyway. If we master the tadpoles, it will be different. But right now, that mastery depends on an Elithid and its Githyanki slave. I'm not going to submit to this. Don't ask me again.
Okay, Star.
My dagger-happy friend, what troubles you?
Oh, what do you intend to do about Cazador's ritual?
Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure.
We should ask around once in the city. Maybe someone's heard something.
I hope so. Because I'm not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
The parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Ghaik visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
The blood of the mother. Who is he exactly?
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157. That's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshis teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
I'd like to talk about Orpheus.
What about him?
Why did Vlaakith keep Orpheus alive all those millennia ago?
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
I was just checking something because I was curious. Why would Vlaakith want Orpheus dead now if he's so valuable alive?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his Illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
And who are the hostile Githyanki in the prison?
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son. Very well.
How does it feel to be the protector of a Githyanki egg?
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. The child of Gith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
Didn't we kill her?
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
I love it.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
Let's get out of here. Into the actual act. Oh, now Astarion has one.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their net.
Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And so is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
We need to stop him yesterday.
We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
So you'd kill to take that power from him. You know, the others bound to the ritual.
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
Freedom is not the same as power.
All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend.
I promise to help you stop Cazador, but I won't promise anything else.
If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador's change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
What path lies before me?
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return.
More for me.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Where'd you last see her?
She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10-day, though.
You must be hungry. Take some food.
Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Poor kid.
I know it's you'll be in a big
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Anything you want for supper?
The house was empty. The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
You certainly know how to make people feel welcome.
You shouldn't have to make people feel welcome in places they don't belong. I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
It's a pretty big house. You sure you don't have a single spare room?
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
Ye gods, this guy's begging to get smacked.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them.
They stay, or I will burn this building until there's not a board left standing. It's literally impossible for me to fail this unless I nat one.
Fine, fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me.
You've stepped on the guild's toes. And we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Or what?
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live.
I fought and killed an avatar of Merkel recently. I think I can handle it.
You're serious? Let's forget this unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Not quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you.
You're quite welcome.
You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really. At least we'll have some peace now.
Peace? What peace? Haven't you heard there's an army marching towards the city?
Better to be within its walls than without, Martha. At least here we stand a chance.
Here goes nothing.
Thank the gods. I was sure we were about to be affected.
I don't think the children could cope with being homeless again.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Careful, I bite. Simple.
At least things have stayed interesting. These boots have seen everything.
Oh, axe with the prime.
Walrus.
Walrus. W message, honestly. Toy maker's basement key. Oh, I'm encumbered. I need to find a shop. So I can sell all of this junk I have. I'm gonna put the splendid outfit on a star. Yeah, that fits. I give this one to Will. I guarantee Gale would absolutely wear one of these.
You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecipherable glyphs. Without a key, they...
I don't remember. What do I need to do for that? Probably find an item, right?
This new business.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders? Nearly there now. You see the city? I'll be over here now. ought to have a...
If I was a Sharan lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
Waldarians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us!
Shit.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Ah, another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Waldarians.
Refugees aren't strays. They're people and they need help.
Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us.
You murdered someone in view of a guard. Perhaps unsurprisingly, you're under arrest.
Sorry, I just had to get that out of the way with, you know, the dark urges. You know, they really got me.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to...
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're...
I had to do it, you know? He was just right there. Don't know what else was expected of me. Just saying.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
We need to find a way forward.
The state of this car. But what were they thinking?
Look at these dead chickens.
What in the hells was that?
Whatever it is doesn't bode well.
There'll always be more.
We should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? Oh, the big one.
Succeeded to survive. Oh,
Better not be cursed.
Practically smell it.
Shut it! Scavenge whatever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it.
So few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we
Something's on my mind.
They are stronger than ever. Rechte Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You join us as we honor our fallen dead. You're a bright light on a dark day. Even you, my erstwhile quarry.
Oh, hello again.
Frey, Valdisk Durovna. Frey, Vald Iskablast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im orak nete. Trasinnetra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun.
We have been looking for you.
And what do you want with Astarion?
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Yes, Astarion's free now.
Free? Not while his master still lives. But he has, perhaps, earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
How can you be sure, Astarion?
I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
You owe them revenge, Astarion. If nothing else, you owe them that.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done. Our judgment, and it almost doomed us. We need strategy and cleverness. Should we fortify the camp? And wait for the vampires to strike here.
And let the marshal order strength against us.
There'll always be more. They spread like locusts.
Worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
Oh, you're such a scaredy cat.
Something over there.
front page material.
Please, my son. He's only a boy. You must understand.
This whole situation stinks. Guild robbers
There we go, yeah, I'm gonna go to this. That's what I've been looking for. I always get lost walking in Act 3 because I never have any idea where the hell I'm going.
The clown. How many rednecks you have? He wants to tease them. Let's go inside. Don't be scared.
At least in the beginning of it.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
Yes, Sorlock. I've never heard of an extra-planar circus.
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here.
Well, I'd like to enter.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Oh, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
I used to be a killer, but I've reformed my ways. I don't think I fail this.
Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the circus
I like
of
that I
the
got
last
advantage on that
days.
because I refused the
Have fun
butler's
and
command.
be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Approach! Ugly one!
A Ginny. Must have been a long trek from the elemental plane of air.
Yes! Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders! Spin! To win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable.
Yeah, sure.
Let us see if you have luck's favor.
You notice a glint in Akabi's beard. As it glows, the wheel moves away from the jackpot. He is cheating.
Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this.
Nice try, but I know interplanar swindling when I see it. You're in for spin.
You would accuse me, Akabi, destroyer of planes, of cheating. I am, however, feeling gracious, so I will forget this and allow you to spin again. Or I can turn you into something vile. Choose.
And I'll spin the wheel.
Alas! No jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this.
I guess.
You are welcome, putrid one.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna get into actual Baldur's Gate.
Got camp bits and bobs from Danthalon's dancing ants.
Just so that I can go and buy the hat that I need really quick.
Please, my son. He's only a boy. You must understand.
Sir! Can't let you in.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around.
I am not a refugee.
Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
Oh, I have help from the other side if I ever need support.
I'm afraid Article 30.1.7, I will repeat. For the last time, may I add, do you have means
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Lamp.
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
What in the hells is that thing?
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business.
I suspect the source of my limitless arcane power resides in the city.
Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost, I don't know, buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains, take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Little bastards, or I'll have your head!
Why did everyone disapprove of me, like, not wanting to get taken by it? I wasn't about to just let myself get arrested.
But we should hit Rivington next. They might have something. Like what?
Another quake! What's going on?
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized iced valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
You know how to fix the malfunctioning engine?
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
The Steelwatch Foundry is off-limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
Naughty, naughty, naughty little master.
Huh?
You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected. And that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You never reinvent yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion.
That may be what I was, but it's not who I am.
And yet, you know you will never be free of your urge if you don't confront your past. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
What's hiding here? Can't keep me out.
How fun. Try that again. Okay, can I please roll a little better? Thank you.
Always room for more?
I must keep going. Better take that. Something over there.
Still in control. Just. Never wanted the easy path. Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything.
I'm ready.
guts anymore. On my way.
A prison guard has spotted you. It's either lie or fight.
I've been authorized to inspect the prison. Now stand aside.
Somehow, the guard buys your
I'll explore that later. I'm just gonna talk to Shadowheart and see what
Worm's
she thinks
Crossing.
about me being,
We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started.
I understand my affliction at last. I'm a bald spum. The Lord of Murder compels me.
I suppose that makes you quite remarkable. Though not in a way I'd envy, perhaps. From what little I can recall hearing of Baal's mortal children, not all succumb to his influence. Perhaps you can still resist your nature, if you want to.
I need a quick word.
You're too late. It's over.
What happened to you?
The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Alder Ravenguard's husk. Empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He spoke in accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns.
Well, I'm breaking you out. Baldur's Gate needs you. Ravengard needs you.
When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Unlock my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades.
Agreed. I'll find a way to unlock your cell.
Hurry.
Let's move. Hardly a challenge.
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving in.
Make it hurt.
Time to push my luck again.
Need to learn the hard way. surrender.
Alright, well that was something.
Make it hurt.
Come on, can't stay idle. Here we go.
I got this.
Another fight. Let's go.
There we go.
Feel my mistress's wrath.
Feel their anguish.
For some reason it was not letting me send that to camp.
Time to press ahead.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
The least I can do. You've proven a vital ally.
When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn. I won't forget it. I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
All right. Intestines throb. Blood. One day I'll catch a break. Let's see what this does.
There is work to do.
Let's crack it open.
Good job, Astarion.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
Are they going to arrest her?
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
And now Gortash invites us to see him.
Please make your way to the audience chamber.
Seems simple enough.
I simply don't want to. Not yet, at least. You can wait. Zora.
Very well.
Hells. Not this again. If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
I don't want to accidentally mess something up by going ahead and going into the city, but I want to go to Sorcerer's Sundries and buy the hat that I need. I must, simply must buy the silly little hat. It's a requirement.
through.
The Unsung Tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to you.
This ain't over, wizard.
Let me back in, or bring Lorroakin out here, you tin tube. You tell Lorroakin I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it.
Sorry, didn't find anything.
Hope you lost fewer people along the way than I did. Bloody goblins. Lorroakin should have warned us.
You couldn't
Sod
handle
it.
goblins. Fucking
Enough.
see?
Lorroakin and his precious night song just about ruined my life. If you value yours, I'd steer well clear of this place.
I actually need to buy a silly hat, so I'm not gonna steer clear of this place.
It's not as if
My goodness, it's our buddy.
You! What are you doing here?
Heard this place was the place for spellcasting prodigies. Why are you here?
This is, my apprenticeship. It has not been what I expected. Master Lorroakin is a difficult man. He's consumed by his pursuit of the Night Song. I haven't learnt a thing, and
You're
I
all
fear
beaten and
it'll
bloody,
stay
buddy.
that way.
You doing good?
But never mind that. What can I do for you?
I'm here to shop.
Huh. I suppose that, at least, I can help with.
Keep a blade close.
No time to dally.
Just getting a lot of selling done right now.
Hope you found what you're looking for.
Oh, actually perfect. Okay, now my build is kind of goated. Concentrating on haste would be huge for more Eldritch Blasts. But Fireball is just such good AoE. I see. I'm gonna haste. I'm gonna go mobile for Astarion.
Walk in death.
What are you thinking? Ah, here. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Oh wait, I think the guy's over here that I'm looking for.
I have something to ask.
Darling, we have a customer. Is your camp drab? Dreary? Then you have come to the right place. Browse our bespoke, stony and bony creations. Or commission a statue in your likeness. It is our most sought-after service.
I'd like a statue of myself in my camp.
Oh, my wife shall be delighted. Customs are her favorite, particularly when their facial structure is as unique as yours.
Alright, I'm gonna be having to come back for that.
I shall stop fussing.
So I hold on.
Wanna dance?
Trust no one.
Okay, let's get out of here.
breathing, despite everything.
Ah, the adventurer return. Oh, you shall be thrilled and delighted. I know it. Nothing caught. It's been a age since your last break.
Okay, I'll send these back to camp for now. Like, this guy does not have enough shit to sell. Although if I could barter with him for the statue, that'd be nice.
No time to waste.
Soldier.
Yeah, so I need to come back here when I have
Keep your
5,000
distance,
gold.
darling.
That's for sure.
Looking ahead.
Hey, now my build's basically complete except for when I go to a certain thing to get 2 more charisma. Okay. That's wild. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save here. This will make good progress. We're gonna... Next time we play, we're probably gonna do as much of the ribbons and stuff as we can. Probably gonna go up to Sorcerer with Gazelle and talk to Boss and all that.
Is someone excited to work on the head?
Close live right now. I'm gonna raid this person. See you guys. Go enjoy their stream. They're also playing Baldur's Gate 3. Also a Dark Urge Tactician run.